in Temecula was a mega mixer, and there was a lot of people there. So don't forget to take advantage of all that is around us to meet new people.
That's right.
It's always exciting because it keeps you motivated. It was a
I just keep all those events really add up and just keep going. That's how you meet people. You never know. And also, Marlana, I wanted to thank you. I think it's always great if we're having launches, put them out there so other people can join and participate. I think that is a good thing, and it even makes the group look larger. So good for you, honey. It's going to be great on Sunday for you. Good, good.
Thank you so much, Christine.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
morning,
sorry, I'm having
Christine.
trouble with my internet this morning. It keeps going in and out. Living at the 32nd floor, it goes up and out. I don't know what's going
That
on.
happened to me while I was there, Christine.
Yeah,
That's why I
I'm
couldn't
on
get
like,
on.
yeah, I was having trouble and I'm going, eeks, what's the problem here? So, all good. Thank you, George, for handling this
Yeah.
morning.
Oh,
And
I forgot. May I share one more thing? We have a huge Islander event this coming Saturday, actually tomorrow, and people from all over the U.S., all Islanders from the U.S. are coming to this event. So my team and I will be out
whoa.
there warm chatting and passing out our kinetic samples. It was huge last year. It's supposed to rain, but we still had everybody still participated, and the people that came in from out of state, we still had fun. These Islanders love to party.
Oh,
Oh, that's great. And
that's
that's a
right.
way to connect. We all like to have fun, don't we? I mean, I do. It's party time, or it's somewhere in where is that? The Jimmy Buffett says somewhere in time, or it's 5 o'clock
It's five
someplace, or
o'clock
whatever.
somewhere.
Yes, 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 yes. And I want to remind everybody before George goes on, remember to, because I missed, I don't know if it was announced because I was having trouble getting on, as I mentioned. Um, Everybody get registered for Las Vegas. It's open to everyone now. So everybody gets in because it will close out. There's only so many seats. So everybody needs to be there. And then, of course, we'll be having our event. I will get you more information. Jackie and I are working on it, waiting for our contract with the um, Margaritaville for our retreat in the 1st of November. Anyone is invited. This is open to everyone. We want to have a big kickoff for the central part of the country, and the east and west can come together. And my vision, I want to say, is that I really want to have these maybe, every 3 to 4 months, simply because that's how you build a community. This is what I did when I built my huge organization before. So I'm making a major shift. It's the year of what? The fire horses. Things happen and change. And so I am excited to be part of this movement with all of you together. So remember, you're all invited. As we get more information, I don't have all of it. I'm just waiting to see the contract, but that'll be a fun time. And of course, we know what I think Antoinette mentioned. Daniel's coming the
Yep.
11th of July. We want everybody to show up, bring lots and lots and lots of guests. We want to build, build, build. I mean, load your cars, get your people thinking. Please don't tell me, well, I can't come. I will come next time. He's making a special trip for our area. Did you hear that? It's our area coming in, and we're bringing everybody is included to come in there. Even if you're not actually financially attached, we want you there. You're important. You're all part of the greater whole. So let's make a huge movement. Enjoy your holidays and 4th of July, but you got to be moving. You get those cars, get those vans, get those people, and get there to build your business and show Daniel what we can really do so he'll show up again. Okay? Because I want to bring him down to Houston. I want to bring him to different areas. But we got to show up to go up and show him how great you are. Okay? So, okay. Anyone else want to share this morning?
Yes, Janelle. Janelle.
Janelle.
Yeah. Yeah, just real quick, George, I just want to say thank you for helping Loretta with her Hispanic lady, because I couldn't. So thank you.
Oh, isn't that the truth? George is the best. Are we so lucky to have George? And I was thinking of you yesterday, Venezuela, George. I hope any of your relatives were not affected by that terrible, terrible 100-year-old earthquake. You'll have to let us know. I hope all of your family, I know you have relatives still there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. They were not affected directly, but they were in the earthquake. They where they live, they are okay. But yeah, there is a lot of destruction, especially by the coast in an area called La Guaira, where 35 buildings collapsed. And many of them new and luxury buildings. That's people don't understand the power. But if you see the pictures from the air, you see the swimming pools, etc. These were luxury on the hill with the view of the ocean, and about several of them collapsed totally. And these were luxury, some, like I said, they were talking about old buildings. Yeah, a lot of old buildings, but they are not talking about many of the new buildings. And you can see it in the picture. I mean, the pools around, the big tennis courts, etc., but the buildings are gone.
oh, it's a
And then
hundred
in
year.
Caracas, older buildings, and other cities, older buildings. We don't know how many people died in total, but actually, that's the strongest earthquake since 1000, excuse me, 1820. It's
Yeah,
206 years.
yeah. It's an historic 100-year-old
Yeah,
earthquake.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because the one in 1820 was also a double earthquake like this one.
Oh,
It's very,
interesting. It
and
was
they think
because
that they
this,
repeat every certain amount of years. Like
yeah.
they're waiting for the big one in California, or this one was that they were waiting for, and it happened.
Uh-huh.
But they
Yeah.
didn't know when. This one,
Well,
because the last one
this
was 200 years ago.
this like the year of the fire horse, isn't it? Things are
Yeah,
happening around the world. Amazing. Yeah, to have a huge earthquake at 7.5 and then have another one right behind it, even larger than the first earthquake is really historic in itself. And you're saying that was the same thing in the 1800s.
yes.
Amazing. Well, I send blessings and love to all of your relatives and all the people of Venezuela. They've been through so much, and then to have this on top of it.
Yeah, they
So,
need a lot of praise, of course, a lot of help, because sadly the government was kind of very corrupt. They was not ready for something like that. And when you look at the videos, it's people basically rock by rock, because they don't have the equipment. There are some construction companies that are helping, but there are so many buildings down that they don't have enough help. Right now, most of the help that's getting first there are medical personnel and search personnel, eventually the big equipment that is coming from other countries too. But right now, it's sad when you are hearing the collapse and you can hear voices, people screaming from the inside. That's sad,
oh,
but anyway.
oh,
Um,
it's
but
goosebumps, just
I,
Yeah.
goosebumps.
If you
but
look
yeah,
at the pictures, the streets have there's a huge chasm in there. Cars are stuck in there. It's crazy.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
especially
Really
the one by
bad.
the coast. Yeah, is where is the worst. There are many cities that were affected, but mostly is the coast. It's called La Guaira, that is in the other side of the hill or mountain where Caracas is. Caracas was also affected, but not as bad. La Guaira was terrible. Yeah. I mean, it was bad because still some buildings collapsed, but La Guaira was like 10 times worse. And then there are little towns close to the fault that nobody knows what's going on yet, because they
Ah,
are just getting rescue assistance there. We
yeah,
don't hear anything about that yet.
yeah,
But anyway, no, thank you very much for that.
yeah,
Okay, we today we are going to kind of continue in what yesterday Kimberly was talking about prospecting. I'm going to expand it a little, going a little beyond. It was a great training yesterday, and that's why actually I thought, well, it's a great, and Christine
yeah.
was saying it's a great idea if we continue. But before that, let me share my screen. Um, by the way, it's prospecting for purpose. Here we have back our Trisha girl. But before, let me show you something that's coming up. From hero to hero, zero to hero. Yeah, it's on July 13th to the 18th. I don't have the times yet because sometimes I want to talk to Christine. But the idea of this, and let me go to the brochure, is to get your business running from the first day, by the way. There are 5 days, and from the first day, you are going into action. It's not like this is a traditional training, you go for 5 days. No, from the first day, you are going to be in action, and there's going to action that's going to follow by the next day, by the next day. The reason I announce it so much in advance is because I want to make sure that you are clear that something is coming and you can attend the 5 days. We are going to have I think a lot of fun and a lot of little surprises there that are going to happen too. But anyway, make sure that you are there. We are going to keep announcing it all the time. As soon as we have the time, that probably is next week. Still, it's going to be like almost 2 weeks in advance. Okay, 2 weeks in advance. All right. Go ahead, Christine.
No. I'm just listening. I love all your little animated slides.
George,
Thank you.
question about the challenge. Is that an in-person event or an online?
This is going to be online.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
online.
you.
Yeah, because the week before we had the one in person in Dallas, and this is going to be the week after, basically. Well, 2 days later, or I think, or 2 or 3 days later, the 13th, because Dallas is Saturday. This will be on Monday. It started, but it's going to be online. This is going to be online on Zoom. That means that there is no excuse that there is traffic.
Right.
Make sure you're there. Okay. All right. Now, yesterday Kimberly was talking about, and many of you were talking about the importance of prospecting, how to talk to people in person, why you have to be in good shape. And there are some things that I wanted to share that I do in person too that I love. And I did this one just a couple of days ago, and it's in this page. And this was with the waiters. I was in a restaurant with a friend of mine. That was on Wednesday, and then this guy was a guy. Although I had a woman here, but the guy was very funny, and then start talking to him, and the guy just had come back from a mission. The guy said that he was going to go to college, but he wanted to make a lot of money, etc. And I asked him if he was in social media. He said, "Yeah, I'm in social media." And then I said, "Have you ever thought of making money with social media? How do you do that?"
Ah, very good.
And then what happened, we exchanged information there. And they said, "You have so much energy. I mean, you can be super successful here." The reason I'm having this because I was a waiter. And the first time that somebody prospected me with something even that I didn't join with that company yet until later, a couple of years ago, was a guy that was a diamond in a company that started with the letter A. And he prospected me when I was waiting tables and he told me later all the success stories of people that he had sponsored that were waiter and waitresses, and he was himself a waiter. Oh no, he was a bartender, and he said, "People that you have so much energy, that you are in that kind of business, you deal with people. We are good for this kind of business." And I agree. And I agree. And this is every time you go to lunch or dinner or just talk to the manager. One of the things that I love is to talk to the manager. And some people that see me when I go to lunch or we go to dinner and the events, I always not only thank the waiter or waitress and we talk to him or her, but I go and look for the manager, first of all, to thank him or her for the information, but then I get their information. And I always ask, by the way, are you doing something else, or you want to do this forever? And they say, well, no, I would like to make extra money. I mean, I found that many of them has some kind of side gig. Could be they're by driving Uber or doing something on top of being the manager. And I say, well, can I share my information with you? I always give my information because you are a person so much energy. People like you are making a lot of money in my business, and I'm expanding. Let me give you my information. I always give the information first, and then I ask for his or her information. And then when I leave, as soon as I leave and send a text, always send a text, by the way. Could be a voice text or real text. It was amazing to talk to you. I would love to find more about you. I will be connecting with you in the next couple of days. And by the way, listen what I said. I didn't say I'm going to show you more about the business. I said, let me find out more about you. Most people don't do that. And that's why they're going to remember you when you do the contact later. It's why, but this is so powerful. Like I said, waitresses, restaurant managers, store managers, they are really good because they're good people. That's why they are doing that. Okay, the next one. I call it window shopping. And Kimberly talked a little about that when she go to a coffee place, see somebody well-dressed and start a conversation, etc. I do the same thing. We used to go to the mall, and we were kicked out of few malls when I was in a company before, because we used to go window shopping. We call it window shopping. And the idea was to look for people that were look good, that look sharp, and mostly people that were in sales. Now, we usually went to, at the time that the mall was not busy because we knew they were going to be standing around, not doing much. And then we
Smart.
just introduce ourselves really quick because we don't want to be kicked out of the malls. The reason we did at the beginning because we went a little too aggressive. And they said, gosh, you impress me. People like you are doing amazing in my business, expanding in my area. It's okay if I give you my information. You see, I'm not asking first for the information. Or are you on social media if they are kind of a little not very positive and give you a phone number because you just meet them? But it's a great way. And the same thing, when you leave, you send a message to the person, was amazing to meet you. I would love to find more about you. I will be connecting with you later in the next 24 hours or something like that. That's a great way. Now, but what if, I know, because I saw a comment yesterday, what if you live in an area that you are not close to malls, you live in a little town in the middle of nowhere, and this is the best place that you have? I'm sure Kimberly will love this place. This is the only place where you can find people. Well, what do? You had to travel probably a long hours, etc. But it's not going to be very economical if you are too far away. Then what do? Imagine trying to sponsor this CEO of chaos. Wow, you don't want that. All right. Start a conversation with your phone. It's an incredible tool. Hey, Cheng, I have to talk to you. I have to tell you what I found out or what happened to me. Very simple, and not to say more. When do you have a couple of minutes? The person, what is it? Let's talk. I just need a couple of minutes. That's it. Now, make sure that you are bold and you're showing confidence, because the right message, the right person, one person can change your whole life. You can start a million possibilities that you can call it dollars in the future. Who knows? But this is so powerful. Start always with a message. Now, again, by the way, I like to combine you. If you live still in a nice place where you can connect with people, it's good that you spread the way that you connect with people, because you never know what could happen. Can have another COVID, or also it's a great way to make time when you are in your home. You don't know what to do. You don't want to watch again the reruns of Dallas, and remember those Dallas, the show, or something like that. Just start texting people. Text for more money. And I love to leave a voice text. It's why you have the little voice. You can do a text too, but the voice text, I like it because it shows the emotion. You can say, hey, Jane, I have to talk to you. I have to tell you what I just found out. It's better than if the person is reading, hey, Jane, I have to talk to you. I have to tell you what I just found out. When do you have a couple of minutes? Because that's what they read when they're reading, but when you're saying your voice, your excitement, obviously is way more powerful. The next one, remember, it's important that the purpose of your connection, even if it's a phone call, is to create curiosity, because you want to get the person to a in-person presentation if you live in the area, or if it's far away, of course, you are going to do a Zoom presentation. You just create curiosity. Curiosity, if you tell the whole story at the beginning, person think that they know everything, and they are going to say no. If the person asks you, well, what is it? It's why I would like to invite you to a 20 or 30-minute presentation, because I tell you one thing. If I tell you right now, I don't know how to explain it in 5 minutes, but I can, and I give you a disservice, but I don't want you to miss out. Remember the word that I use all the time. I don't want you to miss out. It's okay if it's in person. If I can see you in, I don't know, Starbucks at 5:30, or in your house, or I have a Zoom at 6 o'clock, and one of my partners is having the call. It's okay, 6 o'clock. Well, I call you a few minutes before to remind you. That's it.
Okay.
Make sure that you are really don't give too much information. Don't give the name of the company. Say, what is the name of the company? It's my company. It's just that I'm representing, because it's just brand. It's my company, but I represent in this business because I'm so much in love. Because if you, as soon as you give the name of the company, person is Googling. You don't want that. Okay. Now, social media. This is a great way, and you post and you can start conversations. And in a second, I'm going to show you how to start a conversation. And it's much simpler. I know many people, they say, well, but I don't know what to say. Social media is a great way. And now many of you already are in Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or LinkedIn, etc. And you can start conversation with people. You have many friends that, by the way, probably you are like me. Most of my friends, I don't know who they are in Facebook. And then you have a lot of followers if it's in Facebook, and the same connections that you have in LinkedIn or Instagram, whatever you use the most. And you just connect with them. The same message you can send. You can send a message, a voice message, say, I had to tell you what I found out, or we have been connected in social media in a long time, and I would like to know more about you. This is different. This is the person you don't really know who he or she is on social media. But this is a great way. By the way, between what you learned yesterday and today, you always are having conversations. Could be, like I say, in your house, or could be just when you are going out to connect with people. Now, posting social media, your best friend is ChatGPT. Ask when you ask ChatGPT, and I'm going to show that today, right now, what kind of person you want to ChatGPT. Let me see if I have the slide. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Oops. All right. Yeah, I forgot that I have that slide. Okay, one of the things is to find the audience and what kind of people you want to attract. Not only you are connecting with people that you have in social media, sending voice messages, but you're going to post. Now, what kind of person you want to attract? That's the question. And then what you say, let's suppose that the person that you want to attract is a woman that's between 30 and 50 years old, that is a person that's positive, that's energetic, etc. And you just ask ChatGPT. And as a matter of fact, let's do the test. Okay, let's talk to my friend Chat. All right. ChatGPT. All right. Yeah. Good morning. How are you? This is George.
Hey, George. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How's your morning shaping up so far?
Fantastic. I have a question. I want to make a post in social media, and but the post is, I want to do like a motivational post that can attract people looking at my profile. And I would want to attract, for example, a woman between 30 to 50 years old that seems professional, energetic, etc. What kind of post you suggest? And short.
I'd say keep it authentic and relatable. Maybe you post a short, confident video or photo of you in action. Could be you mid-training or sharing a tip. Pair it with a caption like, "To the women balancing it all. Remember, your energy is your superpower. What's one goal you're conquering this week?" That way they see you, feel a bit of motivation, and might engage with their own story.
Oh, that sounds cool. You can give me one more example?
Of course, you could do a behind-the-scenes snapshot. Maybe you prepping for a project or a coaching session. Caption it with something like, "Every big achievement starts with these small moments of preparation. What's one small step you're taking today toward your dream?" It shows your professionalism and invites them to reflect on theirs.
Perfect. Can you suggest me some pictures or graphics that I can have with a post like that? For example, in Instagram or Facebook?
You could use a bright natural light photo of you smiling confidently, something that feels real, not staged. Alternatively, a candid shot of you working or engaging with others fits perfectly. If you prefer a graphic, you could have a simple, clean design with bold, uplifting text and perhaps a subtle background of a workspace or nature, something that evokes both calm and motivation.
Can you suggest me some generic pictures? Could be something with a person or just something with nature?
You might go with a serene sunrise or sunset photo. Those always spark a feeling of fresh starts. Another idea is a winding nature trail or a mountain view symbolizing the journey ahead. You could also use a candid photo of someone smiling with a coffee cup or mid-laugh. It feels authentic and warm. Any of these would pair beautifully with your motivational message.
Cool. Can you show me a couple of pictures? For example, someone like the one that you just described?
I can't show images directly right now, but you can easily find what you need on free stock photo sites like Unsplash or Pexels. Search for keywords like sunrise mountain view, smiling person with coffee, or nature trail with sunlight. Once you browse, you'll find exactly the vibe that matches your message.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you very much. Let me go back. As you see, you get a lot of information and you already have an idea of what you are going to post. Let me go back to my slide. Right. What you're going to post now, but let's go a little deeper. I like to go a little deeper into this. You can find images that, for example, speak to the person that you're looking at. I say her because we are assuming there's a woman here. Now, what do I say to individuals? Do you know that you can do a role play with ChatGPT? And by the way, you think what I did was too hard? No, it's like if you are asking to somebody, what do they tell to somebody if that person say this? And I'm going to have an example already. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me go to my friend chat. Hey, oh, sorry. Hey, Chad, I want to do like a role playing with you about tree. What if somebody told me that they don't have enough time and I'm talking to them about the tree business? If the person say that doesn't have much time, what do I do? What do I say?
I'd acknowledge their concern first, something like, I totally get it, time's a precious resource. Then I gently offer perspective. What's great about this is that it's designed to fit into the cracks of your day, even with just a small, consistent effort. Say, 30 minutes a day, you can build something meaningful. Could we explore how you might fit that in? That way you're validating them, but also showing it's flexible.
Perfect. Now, I have another question. Can you give me a couple of points of how to invite a person to a Zoom presentation, but something short and sweet? If I'm talking, for example, to a woman that again is around 45, had 3 kids, is a professional, and I already kind of gave the curiosity, what would be a very short way to invite them to a Zoom or a personal face-to-face presentation?
You could say something like, hey, I know your time's valuable, but I'd love to show you something that could align with your goals. Would you be open to hopping on a short Zoom with me? It's about 20 minutes, and I think you'll find it really relevant. Keep it casual, respectful of their schedule, and emphasize the value in that short time.
Cool. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. If anything else pops up or you want to refine your approach, I'm here. Good luck with those invites.
By the way, I just a question. Can I do eventually a role play with you? Like if I'm a prospect and you are the person talking to me?
Absolutely. We can do that anytime. Just let me know what scenario you want to run and we'll jump right into it. It's a great way to fine-tune your approach.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Now, this is a smart way to use ChatGPT. But as you see, basically, you can even role play, like you say this slide. And now, and the cool thing that everything comes in writing. You can just write it down and it come out in writing. I would like to talk to ChatGPT. You don't have to have the paid version to do that. The only limitation, if you are asking too many things, is that you are going to run out of credit very quick, and then you have to wait until the next day. If you have the paid version, the $20, I had never run out of credits. Even that sometimes I'm very heavy user of ChatGPT and sometimes going to complicated things using numbers, etc. I never run out, and it's only $20, but it's a great tool because you have a coach, you have a personal coach. Now this is the plan for you. You have to connect with 10 people. Now the purpose is you have to start conversations. You have to be genuine. You have to be real. You have to invite to learn more. As a matter of fact, remember, you don't talk too much. Invite people to then the person to the presentation and do the follow-up. You are always creating curiosity. And now you can choose for a real audience, for example, attract your real audience. Just tell ChatGPT the kind of person that you want. And you can change it all the time. You can say, oh, today I want to look for professionals that are, I don't know, they are in business on their own, or person that are accountant, or person that are in the real estate insurance or broker, mortgage broker business, etc. And remember, you have many ways to connect. You can connect with people out there, like Kimberly was saying yesterday, in the coffee places, etc., and stores and restaurants, social media, calling your people. I mean, there's no limit the amount of people that you can connect, and that's why we never run out of people. And I just want to finish here. Anybody has a comment? I make sure that we make it short, the training today, because I want to be open for you guys asking me questions or comments.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was great, George. And you know, what you were talking about, talking to waiters and different things, since I've been moving here, I went to Ziggy's Delicatessen maybe a week or week and a half ago. I was in this transition. And I started talking to him, and he's going, you know, my regular, what would you really like to do? And he says, well, I certainly do want to be doing this the rest of my life. I said, I'd like to be an actor. And I said, well, we're in the show business. You need to hear about what I do. And so we got this conversation. I said, listen, I'm just moving. And I said, let me get your name and number, and then I'll tell you all about it. He said, oh, please, please. And then Miriam came in town. We were trying to get my place done, and I know Miriam was there. And as we were about to leave, he came, this was about several days later, he came up and says, oh, I've been waiting for you. There you are. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I said, I told you I will get back to you. He says, well, can I have your number? Interesting. Miriam, are you on still? Remember that tall guy? He was so excited. So you just don't know what people are out there waiting, because I remember him saying, he looks out at the deli and he says, you think I want to do this the rest of my life? You know, I mean, I want to do more. And so don't prejudge anyone, you know, and he's asking for my number. I didn't even have my cards because I gotta go find them. They're in a box somewhere. So you just never know. But I love what that chat said. Your energy is your superpower. Your energy. You know, as I mentioned yesterday, every day I get in that elevator, happy Friday. And they always smell like, oh, yes, thank you. You know, it's like they're almost shocked like this. And I walked through the lobby yesterday to all the staff, the concierge, you know, a ritzy ditzy place. And, you know, I walk on, happy Friday. And they all look up and smile and say, oh, great. I want to be known as the woman who has energy, superpower, happy. I have something to give. Why are you so happy all the time? You know, I'm going to create the curiosity and be bold, exactly what George says. Be bold and confident, even though you're not, and you're so scared inside, like, oh, people think I'm crazy. I'm running around saying, Happy Friday, Happy Monday. What will they think of me? Who cares? Now you will be the light. You're going to be the light that changes the world, that people go, there she is again. I want this whole building with 125 dogs. I mean, literally, they all have dogs, and they're so wonderful. We have a dog park. I want to get in that elevator, and Barbara goes, there she is again. Oh, it's so nice. You know, the woman that's enlightened. And that's the image. So people want to be around somebody that's excited and hope and exudes this superpower. Everybody get this? And George has that. He has that same energy. He's always up. He's always smiling. He's always friendly, always engaging in conversations. If someone says no or just blows you off, then they're not the right people. Don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with you. It has to deal with them. But you know what? If you give them a compliment that day, maybe that was the only compliment they ever had. And then they'll always remember you also. Like Kimberly said yesterday, you know, oh, beautiful blouse, beautiful purse. You know, Where did you get that? And it gives it, and they go, oh, well, thank you. And no one else said that. Make yourself stand out in a nice way, not to be overwhelming, but just creating conversations and always with a big smile and a soft smile, not, just, oh, you're amazing, etc. So that was really, really good. Kimberly?
I love George's, like, what do they call those comic book strips or comic
Yeah.
books? They call them like
Yes, I
illustrated.
love
I
that.
don't know, whatever they call it. I love George doing that. It's the best. But I just really wanted to emphasize, I'm first of all, congratulations, George. Awesome, awesome training. And Christine, I am so happy you're in the middle of the city. You're going to change the world in 3 because you're going to be electrifying all of these people who are so stagnant and boring in their own places. Sometimes they don't know what living really is like until they meet you. But I do really, the only thing I wanted to say after I spoke a little bit long, but we had a lot of chit chat before. Let's just be clear. Mine was still about 30 minutes, but I'm going to make them shorter from now on too.
No, it
Is
was great.
calling people and texting them right there in the moment. Like even when you exchange phone numbers right there, here, let me text you or let me call you. And I think not having your cards is really good. I use that a lot because I don't know, sometimes they're going to look up your business and they're going to make some judgment calls anyway. So I just say, you know what? Here, let's exchange phone numbers. I'll send you my digital card. And that is really good. Then you get it right in a moment. You send them a message right there and they're like, oh, thanks. It was a pleasure meeting you too. But I always do that right in the moment and it gets them excited because otherwise everybody exchanges numbers and then they forget who you are if you don't call them back like
Right,
instantly sometimes.
right.
And like that girl from the gym. So after we got back, I mean, I got back to my condo and texted her right there. And then she responded that night, like at 11:15. She said it was a pleasure meeting you, blah, blah, blah. She said some other stuff, and I had asked her a question. So she responded. And it's just really nice to get that feedback. And I love what George said. Because George, what were we talking about when you said that other thing? Is just like, I want to know more about you.
Yeah.
If they ask, what's this? What's it about? I want to know more about you first,
Yeah,
I think it's just brilliant.
yeah. I think
Oh,
that's a
yes.
good.
And
Go ahead.
last thing, and then I promise I'm done. It's just like too many people I find while I emailed them all back. I mean, oh my God, how many emails do we all get? It was fresh 20 years ago. You're
Yeah,
excited to get an email, but now you got to change your email address every 10 years because you're flooded too much. Nobody looks at that. Even when somebody emails me, I'm like, text me and tell me you emailed me so I'll go look. So emailing, forget about it.
I
Text,
agree.
voice text, call them instantly because that's how you met them. And your energy is a thing that draws them in. I just think it's like we all have such a gift if we just speak to one another. That's all.
No, I think that's excellent. It really, emails are kind of out. I mean, you're absolutely right. I'm so flooded with emails that I miss things because I mean, just I get 10, 20 in an hour or something. These emails coming through and I have to sort and sift. But the texts are still the best right now. That's what people are on. That's where you communicate. And we love your cartoons, George. You're the best and fun, and you amazing job.
Thank
So
you. Something I
yeah.
was going to say also about the restaurant. If you're with a team, some of the things that I seen something that is negative, one person start talking to the person and everybody jumps. Is saying, "Oh yeah, my grandfather used to be blind and now they can see, and I know, gosh," and the person get
Oh yeah.
bombarded.
Oh,
And then that person, yeah, because a waiter or waitress want to be nice, it maybe even give you the phone number, but never is going to answer you back
right.
because they feel that they've been bombarded. And I heard many times, oh yeah, there were a bunch of crazy people from some company and they were trying to get me into it. Everybody's jumping in. It's like attacking, like Janelle said.
That is a really good point. And I know people try to be supportive.
Helpful, yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do is support, but better to be quiet. If you see one of your people having a conversation, don't bombard. Excellent, George. Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Irene,
Good morning. I just wanted to piggyback off of Kimberly's statement with the digital business card. If you do the digital business card, I have Blink. You can actually write in there where you met them, like what day, where you met them, what the conversation was
Oh,
about. So you can save it and then go back to it. And it's free. Blink is free. I've been using it for the last 3 years, so I've been able to keep in touch with a lot of my people that way.
yeah, you can do it also with the Tree app. You can do the same thing that you do with Blink. You can get the
Oh,
information, the notes of the person, and you can even set up a follow-up
oh, I didn't know
and put
that.
if the person is hot or not. I did in one of the trainings a while
Oh,
ago.
oh, we
Uh,
need to do that
and,
again,
yes,
George, maybe
please.
next
yeah,
Friday.
and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
it's connected to our back office. It's one of the advantage of having it on the app.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's so important. Yeah, that you write a note, even if person. By the way, the person gave you a business card, right in the back
Oh,
to remember about that person. Because sometimes you get so many cards, you don't put anything in the back, and 3 months later say, "What is this? I don't remember this person. Where did they get this card?"
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
so important that you write down not only in your notes on Blink like you are using or in the Tree app or even in your phone, because your phone you can have a follow-up system. It's a little more involved, but you can do it too. Make sure you have some information about that person.
That,
Yeah, but that's very, very important, Irene, to
Yeah,
have that.
oh,
Christine.
absolutely.
Long.
I
Yeah,
just, just my,
Christine, if we can,
Oh,
oh,
sorry.
no. We're all excited, but I absolutely agree with that, George. I did that for years when I was out on my mission when I moved to Houston, which I'm again. I would get out and get 10 leads a day just talking to people here and there and whatever. And I always had to write down, lady I met at the Walmart, a pink dress. Then I remember, oh yeah. Otherwise, you have a name and a number. You don't even remember. You get back and say, oh, which one was she? Where did I meet her? Where did I meet him? Yeah, very good, George. Okay, Janelle?
yeah, no, I was just gonna piggyback on what you said, Christine. If we can have George train on the 3 app,
Yeah,
because we with the digital card, we have so many new people,
yeah,
and I think they need help with that.
yeah. Next Friday, maybe do that on the digital to follow up on this because this is really you. When people say, I ran out of people, I don't know, I've talked to everybody, and I go, how many people did you talk to? Well, 3 or 4, because you are afraid to talk to new people. But the whole world is full of people, and those are the people you're going to sign up, not your immediate friends that you meet. You think your friends, your family, and then they just see and oh no, I'm not interested. No, it's the whole world. There's so many millions of people waiting for you. Elizabeth.
I just want to say thank you, George. Tammy and I were having a chat yesterday about how it's so easy to avoid people with text and emails, and how somebody said, "Oh, I emailed them or I text them," when you could call them and then leave them a message. And I just really, I'm so grateful for this because even who I would say that I love to warm charter and just meet people on a regular basis, you really have to think about it. But it's really where the business is, and the people who are going to rise up are the people that you connect with one on one.
Or is it
Dr. Atta sent me a number of someone that he was trying to reach, and he wanted to talk to me. And I remember calling her, and she didn't answer the phone, of course. Then she didn't know who that was. Then I left a message, and I left a long text introducing myself. Didn't hear from her, and it's just easy to feel awkward, you know. And then I called back again a week later, and then she answered the phone. And I just said, "Hi, it's Elizabeth." As it was an old friend of hers. And then, of course, she's like, "Oh, hi, Elizabeth." And I said, "Oh my gosh, you would not know me, but Dr. Atta spoke so highly of you. I just couldn't wait to connect with you." And that's just how we broke ice.
So I just wanted to say that the great ways that we could just very simply, not even, talking about the business, but just say, oh, such and such spoke so highly of you, and I couldn't wait to connect with you. And then now she started texting me, and she was on a call last night, and we've been going back and forth, and she said, thank you so much. And then, of course, I responded to that. So I just wanted to say it really is in connection, and connection is just practicing on a regular basis.
Yeah. It's why the voice text work when you are trying to connect with people, because you can get in your phone in about an hour, you can send about 100 the voice text. Voice text, by the way, because not that you're going to send 100, because you're going to be bombarded if you do that. But voice text is showing your emotion, and it's always a curiosity. And if you don't know the person, then the text change a little. How you can, if you got the business card, say, I got your business cards, and I would love to talk to you to get to know you more. Remember, I got your business card. When the person thinking, when they hear that message, say, whoa, I gave the business card. Who is this person? I better talk to this person. Because it's thinking also in his or her business. But it's better than just right now. Emails, I agree. Emails, I think only like 20% of the emails are open. The only time that people open emails the most is when they know that where the email is coming from, and if they know the person. And that's why you have to create a connection to increase your percent of people opening your emails. But that's something that you have to keep in mind. And remember, like I said in the past, you have to be everywhere. The more people you are connecting, because the secret is in numbers. The more people you connect with, the more people you are going to find, and the more leaders that you're going to find. The other thing, to be positive, and going back to the restaurant, I was in. These are two experiences that I have. One of them, this woman was doing the perfect thing, talking to the waiter or was a waitress about everything, but then she started complaining about the food. Do you do that? That person is not going to, because it's going to think that's a personal attack against her, even that the food came from the kitchen, but was complaining in a bad way. And then later she said, she never called me back. I called her. Of course, you were complaining. They are not going to call you. And that's something that you have to remember too. You always are, first of all, you always say, oh, you're amazing, or I love everything. And even if you have problems, unless that they were very rude or something like that, but usually we sometimes complain about details. You know what? I like my sauce softer and yours was harder. I really don't like it. Come on. There are some people that like the way that they do it. But it's why we have to make sure that when we are talking to people, we are in a positive energy and smile, like Christine said. When you go in an elevator, smile and say a joke or something like that, and get into a conversation. There's a woman that sat in the restaurant next to us and was waiting for somebody else in the table next to her, somebody else in the meeting, and she by accident pushed the person down, the person that was with me. And then, and she said, oh, sorry. And I said, yeah, I saw you. You were going to run with it. And she started laughing. And then we started a conversation. You see, you have to be fun. It's so important. That and I know sometimes maybe your nature is you're a little more reserved. But even if you're reserved, be positive. Not everybody has the same personality. Just be positive and smile. Even if you are, you are not an android. You're a person. You can smile. Even a little smile is enough. But it's like Kimberly said, add value and make people day better. When you leave, people are saying, "Whoa, there was a special energy about this person. I don't know what." Even if the person never connect with you, but leave that energy. Because many times when you come back, they are going to remember you. Because it happened to me. That I go back to a place and say, oh, I remember you. Because something that I say or did, I forgot sometimes. Hey, how are you? And we start a conversation. It's why it's so important always to be positive, optimist. People like that. People that are optimists, that are positive. But anyway, anybody else? Before we go, because we are 5 minutes over. Jeez, I didn't realize that. Christine, are you there? Yeah, I don't see you. Okay. Okay. Oh, Christine left, I think. All right. Oh, no, she's there. Okay. Any comments before we leave? Oh, somebody asked about, okay. All right. Oh, no, I already answered that. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. We see you later. And remember that it's coming up the 13th, and also remember about Dallas. Make sure you have people in Dallas, and I know we are going to have more events in Texas now that Christine is there, in Houston, and in other cities. Thank you very much, and have an amazing day, everybody. See ya.
Thanks, George.
Bye.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Mr. George. Excellent teaching moment.
Thank
Be
you.
blessed, everybody.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. See you.